Alright everyone, the moment you all been waiting for, my 1K Q&A sub special. Before I start answering your questions, I still want to say thank you all for hitting the milestone on this channel. So without further ado, Alon Z. So my first will be NeonPatrello, who has 3 questions. And his first question is, what is your thoughts so far on Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush? I'll be honest, I haven't watched Go Rush ever since Season 2 came out. Let's just say the duels were too quick for me and I just want to wait until the show's over. Then I can watch the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush series without waiting every Sunday. And his second question is, what's your favorite Iwaya Sentai or Kamen Rider? For those who don't know, Sentai is a Power Rangers that adapted to the show along with Kamen Rider. As for your question, I have favorites of both of them, really. If I had to pick Iwaya Sentai or Kamen Rider, it would have to be Iwaya's Kamen Rider Gate series. And his final question is, do you play the Digimon card game? If so, what deck do you run? I don't play the Digimon card game. I watch the show and I play the video games, but not the card game. Lost Soup has only one question, and that is if I'm gonna do another Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. I would like to start another Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, but I would like to do one without using subtitles. But I don't know when or what story should it be, and when I want to start doing it with voice actors. But if I do, I'll have to pay a lot of money to pay the voice actors. So as of right now, I just want to do short Yu-Gi-Oh! Comic dubs, as well as my Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel battle series. Next is VTropolis, who has 3 questions, and his first question is, favorite show, movie, book, or game? My favorite show are animes, but my most favorite is isekai animes, or fantasy animes. As for movies, it's the same, but I also like watching Marvel Cinematic Universes. While I don't read books, I do read manga online that hasn't turned into an anime. As for games, I like all kinds, but my most favorite is RPG, third-person shooter, horror games, and a little bit of fighting games. As for his second question is, out of the dubs you did on your channel, which one is your favorite? Okay, this was a difficult question to answer, because I did a lot of dubs on my channel, and only choosing one of my favorites, it has to be the Kovu ones. For those who don't know, I love The Lion King too, because it came out the same year I was born. Besides that, I love his design. Black and brown along with the green eyes, just beautiful. And your final question is, which fan dub did you find the most challenging? Oh, that reward goes to Pim from the Smiling Friends. Now is Ryan the Tenrek, and he only has one question. What is your favorite hobbies? Well, my favorite hobbies is going to the cinema to watch a movie, playing games, posting art about my stories, and making YouTube videos for all of you. Next is Haley Rayan, and her first question is, what was the thing that made you want to be a fan dubber? Well, at first I didn't know about fan dubbers or doing fan dubbing on my channel, but after watching a few of my friends' videos and joining their first collab on another channel, as well as other fan dub channels and other comic dub channels, I want to try it on my channel, and I enjoy fan dubbing characters. Her second question is, what is your favorite piece of fan dub work have you done? And since you said favorite, that means I can only pick one. It has to be the Villainous fan dub with Modern Hunting and Crimson Shadow VA. And her final question is, what is the origin of your username? Well, I was gonna post my origin of my username in a separate video, but I'll make it short. Some of you may think I got it from a fictional character, like Omega from Sonic the Series, Kamen Rider Amazon Omega, Omega Supreme from Transformers, or Omega from Fortnite, Marvel's Omega Red, or Omega the Unknown, Star Wars, Mega Man, the Alpha and Omega movies, or even Omega from Mass Effect. However, since my IRL name is Greek, after looking at the Greek alphabet, I decided to pick Omega as my last option. But recently, after talking with my little brother, I discovered something amazing from him, that I have an Omega personality. Some of the key points are that I'm a laid back, highly intelligent, and I am ambition, self-assured, sometimes draw attention to yourself without even trying. People describe you as a geek, skillful and self-assertive, cultivated many different hobbies and interests, sincerely friendly and helpful, and last but definitely not least, charming but genuine and honest. If As for the Emperor, originally I wasn't going to call myself Omega Emperor. Instead, I was going to call myself the German word known as Kaiser. But Omega Kaiser didn't sound as cool. When I said Omega Emperor, it did sound much more better. And besides, Emperor is the higher title than King. Therefore, the name Omega Emperor was born. Next, it's Brian Huggins, and his first question is, who's your favorite Kamen Rider? Well, I got a lot of favorite Kamen Riders, but my most favorite Kamen Rider ever is none other than Kamen Rider Joker. His second question is, what's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck? Once again, I have a lot of favorites, but if I had to pick just one, the dragon that brings out potential, and that is Red Eyes Black Dragon. And his final question is, what's your favorite symbiote? Now, if you're talking about symbiotes from the Alien, it's Venom. But if you're talking about the favorite color, of course it's Venom. Right, and Nexus has one question, what VTuber do you watch the most? The VTuber I mostly watch is Iron Mouth and Yuki Name. Wayfinder93 has two questions, and his first question is, panty and stockings with garter belts. Yes, I watch panty and stockings with garter belt, and before you ask, I like stockings. And your last question is, have you seen all of Gotchard? If so, what's your thoughts on it? Yes, I have been watching Kamen Rider Gotchard, and so far, my second favorite Kamen Rider series so far. Assassin's Keyblade Production has 3 questions, and your first question is, your thought of making review, analysis, community on movies, TV shows, comic and video games, especially ones that you like? While I like to review things that I like, I just don't have any words to describe how I feel about them. Besides saying I like the show. Besides, we already got a lot of people saying nice things to stuff I like. And now your second question. Do you like McDonald's or Burger King, or do you like them both equally? McDonald's 100%. And your last question is, what soundtrack music do you like to listen to? Well, I don't listen to a single soundtrack of much. Heck, I don't even listen to a single music. You could say I'm the style that listens to best hit music, wherever it be pop, rock, classic, or even jazz music. And finally, it's Ruben Guzman, and his first question is, chips or crisps? Chips, of course, and especially French fries. Salted, dipped in ketchup. Great, now you got me hungry for French fries. Your second question is, got any tips to make a tolerable crossover adventure team story? Sure, I can give you 5 tips. Let's get started. Copy and paste the footage from other media, mute them, and add subtitles. Number 2, slap characters onto existing posters. Number 3, make your OC overpowered. For example, Spider-Man powers, Keyblade, Super Saiyan, the works. Number 4, if your character doesn't have any more fight scenes, give them unnecessary powers so you give them more fight scenes. For example, Sora from Kingdom Hearts transform into Dante from Devil May Cry. And at number 5, make your adventure team so long nobody knows the plot of your story. Then if you follow all these 5 tips, then you'll make a tolerable adventure team crossover story. And your last question, and this is a serious one. Hey, you got any grapes? Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, to the very next day. Ba, 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 da, da. I really hope you all enjoyed that, and hopefully you all enjoyed me answering your questions. And I'm looking forward to hitting the next milestone with all of you. This is Omega Emperor. Stay awesome.